Hey everyone, it's Mags. Hope you're all doing well today. So today I thought I'd show you guys some of my favorite budget-friendly drugstore makeup products. So personally, I mostly buy my makeup at the drugstore. There's a few things I do purchase that are more like high-end, I guess you could say, from Sephora, but the majority of my makeup is drugstore only. I just find you can get a lot of great things at the drugstore. There's a lot of hidden gems, a lot of cult favorites at the drugstore. And I find, at least for myself, I don't think I have to pay tons of money to get great quality products. So definitely into the drugstore makeup. So I thought I'd share some of my favorites with you guys today. So if you're interested in seeing some of my drugstore favorite makeup products, please keep watching. Okay, so first up, I think I'd like to discuss face products. So as far as face makeup. So I have really oily skin, like super oily skin actually. So I need to use like a foundation that's definitely mattifying and powder as well. So my favorite drugstore foundation is the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous Fresh Complexion Oil-Free Foundation. I really love this one. It's in the pink and beige tube. My color is 115 Buff Beige. I really like this one. It's very light. It's like light going on, I should say. And it's probably medium coverage, I would say. For my foundation, I always use a beauty blender to apply it and blend it in. So I can't really speak for it applying it with a brush, but it is very blendable, goes on really smooth, stays matte for a good portion of the day. Again, because my skin is so oily, I do have to blot throughout the day, but for most people, if you don't have really oily skin or combination skin even, you should be absolutely fine with this without blotting at all. And it stays on for a good 8 to 10 hours easily for me without having to like touch up or anything. So I really like it. It's again in the pink and beige container. I love that it's also a squeezy tube. My biggest pet peeve is foundations that are in the glass jars that you have to dump out, because that just makes like so much mess and I really don't like that. So this one in the squeezy tube, huge fan, I love it. And yeah, would really recommend this one. This is the one I'm wearing today. In fact, the products I'm talking about today, pretty much everything I'll be talking about I am wearing today. So I thought I'd kind of demonstrate on me as well so you could see what this stuff looks like. But I think most of it is like really, really nice for the price. And this one I think retails for about 9 or 10 Canadian dollars. So it's really reasonably priced. So again, that's one I really like. Another one that I also really like is also by CoverGirl actually, and it's the CoverGirl Outlast Stay Fabulous, the 3-in-1 foundation. So this one I personally find is a bit more of a thicker, like heavier coverage, I guess you could say. It's in a glass container, but it is the pump, so that's awesome. I love that it has the pump, so it's not messy either. My color is Buff Beige. And this one, it is foundation, sunscreen, and SPF of 20, which is actually pretty nice. So I do really like this one. Again, it's a bit of a, I guess a little bit of a heavier coverage, I would say, but buildable. So you can make it a little bit lighter if you shear it out with like your beauty blender, and also you can build it up quite nicely. This one, again, I'll use it if I'm having like a bad skin day, like some pimples or whatever it may be. I will tend to use this one, but yeah, this is also a really excellent one. I think this one's a bit more expensive. You get 30 mils in this one. It's a bit more expensive than the other one, the pink tube that I just showed you. I think this one's about $12 Canadian, but still super reasonable. And CoverGirl often is on sale in the drugstore, so I just think it's a great brand in general. But yeah, those two products in particular I really like. And then for concealer, I really love this E.L.F. I think it's the HD concealer. This one's awesome. This is in the shade light, or fair rather, sorry, it's in the shade fair. Now this one, they don't have a huge shade range. So fair is the lightest one, and even that one I can't use under my eye area because I really like to brighten that up with a really light concealer. So this one I only use on like touching up kind of areas, but it is really nice. It's very blendable, very opaque, so it goes on really nice, blends really well. I really like this one. I just wish they would come out with some more colors. So E.L.F, if you're listening, hopefully some new colors in the future. Just have a wider shade range. And again, because the fair is the lightest, I don't really use it for my under eye, but otherwise it's really, really nice, super good quality, and super affordable. E.L.F, I mean, gosh, they're always so affordable. I think this one was maybe $4, and the packaging is actually like really nice with the black top and the glass case, it actually looks like kind of fancy. So I definitely think it looks, you know, higher end than what you would actually pay for it. So that's a really good one as well. And then again, going back to the whole oily skin thing, which I definitely have, I love Wet n Wild for really affordable makeup that's actually really good quality. So their eyeshadow primer, it's their Photo Focus eyeshadow primer by Wet n Wild. And this one is amazing. Like, I was a cult worshiper of the Urban Decay eye primer potion. I love that one for years. I still love it, don't get me wrong, but it is, you know, it is kind of expensive. I think it's like $21 or $22 for the smaller tube. This one I think was like $3. So, I mean, you really can't beat that. I would say it's very, very comparable to the Urban Decay. So, yeah, it's just the one shade. It's cancels out the redness and the fine lines on your eyelid, so that's really good. And it keeps my eyeshadow matte and the eyeliner and everything stay put for hours and hours and hours. So I really love this one. I'm so glad I found this one, and I would highly recommend it. Try it out if you haven't. And then for another face product that I really like, Essence is a really awesome line that I actually didn't know too much about until maybe the last like year or so. I believe they're from Germany, and this is their Essence All About Matte compact powder. So it's like a setting powder. It's just really, really nice. It's like translucent, obviously, like translucent, so you can't see anything, but it definitely keeps my skin matte. What I'll do is I'll put my foundation on. I'll use I'll put my foundation on, that kind of thing, my concealer, etc. And then I'll set it with this. And this probably keeps me matte for a good few hours. Again, I probably have oilier skin than most, so don't, just because I say it's only good for a few hours, probably for most people it's gonna keep you mattified for probably even half the day. I think for me, just because my skin is so oily, I do have to touch up throughout the day, but this is one of the best powders I found for like a compact powder. And this one was like $3. So available at the drugstore. I love this one. Again, it's Essence All About Matte Fixing Compact Powder. So I highly recommend this one. And then going on to eyes, probably, well, my favorite eyebrow product is the NYX Microbrow Pencil. I love this one. It's super like fine. Oh, I took the wrong end there. It's a super fine point. So it's really like super fine. I mean, I'll show you better in the close-up, but it's like a super fine point. This really reminds me of the Anastasia Brow Wiz, which again, I've also purchased, owned, and used and loved, but it's like $24, I think, dollars. So this one isn't super cheap, to be honest. This one's about $12 or $11 Canadian. So I mean, it's not cheap, but it's really good quality, and literally I don't notice a difference between this one and the Anastasia. I think they're super similar, and again, for the price, it's at least half the price. I love this one. For me, my brows are really sparse, so I do have to kind of pencil them in quite a bit, and I like the sort of making it look like little hairs, and this does that. So I love this NYX brow pencil, Micro Brow. It is awesome, and I use the shade Chocolate, so it's like a nice sort of medium brown. I think it goes pretty well with red hair and my skin tone, etc. So I do love that one. And then now moving on to eyeshadow, like my newest favorite palette. I'm sure a lot of YouTubers have talked about this, but it's kind of newer to me. It's the Wet n Wild Comfort Zone palette. So this is 2, 4, so you get 8 shadows in here. It's really, really nice. Like, I just love it. It's quite like, they're more metallic-y, like have a good sheen to them, but they're not like glittery or anything. They're a little bit powdery, I will say that, but they, like, for the price, this whole palette was, I think, $6. I mean, you really can't beat that. That's insane. And I'm wearing it today on my eyes. I love this one. It's very blendable. The colors stay on all day. They're opaque. They have this beautiful sheen to them, and I just love this palette. And this is pretty much all I've been using like the last few months, actually. I haven't even touched my like Makeup Geek shadows or anything like that. I've primarily been using this one. I also have the other palette from Wet n Wild called, I think it's Petal Pusher. That has some pinks and purples. That one's also really pretty, but this one definitely, the Comfort Zone palette, is amazing. So highly recommend that one. And then for mascara, I think a lot of YouTubers talk about this one. This is like, again, a cult classic, again by CoverGirl, so you can see that I'm loving CoverGirl here. This is their supersizer, and this is awesome. I love this one. So, I mean, not much to say about this. I love the brush. It's kind of like, you know, really small, rubbery brush, like really, not a thick circumference, which is really nice. It really helps you kind of get into those lashes and really separate them out. It doesn't flake on me. It doesn't smear. It's not waterproof or anything, but it doesn't smear anything. Even though I have oily skin, it definitely works wonders. I love this one. It kind of really separates the lashes, makes them look really, you know, nice and full. So I do love that. This is one, again, that's been talked about to death. So, but I just had to mention it because I do love it and I use it pretty much every day. But one that I haven't heard too much about is the Maybelline New York Colossal Volume Express. This is the cat eye one in the yellow tube with the cute little leopard pattern on the top. No one really seems to talk about this, but this one's awesome. I don't know how I found this one. I think I just took a chance one day at the drugstore. I was like, oh, cat eyes. I love cats. I'm a crazy cat lady. So I thought I'd try this out. And this one's freaking nice. It is not a rubberized, it's, you know, the standard mascara brush, but it has this curve and you kind of just get in there and it really, especially fans out the outer lashes to really give you that super cool, like it does give like a feline almost effect. And I love this one. This one is super affordable again. I think it's $6 or something I paid for it. Doesn't flake, doesn't smudge. Love how it really, it's pretty dramatic, I will say that. So what I do is I'll put this one on, I'll go through with like an eyelash separator, eyelash comb, and then I'll use my supersizer, and then that combo together just makes my eyelashes, I think, look pretty bomb. So I love this one. So again, it's the Maybelline Colossal Volume Express Cat Eyes, and it's in the yellow tube with a little leopard top. This one's really awesome. So try that out if you have it. It doesn't seem to be too talked about, but it's really good. And then for, more Face, I should have probably gone in order, but whatever, more Face, again by E.L.F. I just love these E.L.F. Lately, they've been just stepping up their game with their packaging, and their products in general have just been so awesome. This is their illuminating palette. So if you can see, it has 4 shades, and they're just so pretty. This one here is more of like a light shimmery gold. This is like a light shimmery bronze. This is a bit of a pinky one. And this one I don't use too much. It's a little bit dark for me, but that would be like a nice one for darker skin tones. But it's beautiful. Again, I'm wearing it today. It's just so nice, and you know, not a lot of glitter, no fallout or anything. It's just a really smooth sheen to the highlight, and I just think it looks really natural, really gorgeous. I usually use it on my forehead, cheeks, above the cupid's bow, sometimes on the bridge of the nose, and it's beautiful. It's a bit powdery. I will say it's a bit powdery, but I mean, I just blow on the thing and use it, and it's fantastic. Again, for the price, I think I paid $6. So, I mean, honestly, you cannot go wrong for that. So this is, again, the E.L.F. Illuminating Palette, and it comes with the 4 colors. So I really, really recommend that. And then one of my favorite blushes is just the NYX blushes. I don't know, in the little black pans, like the single pans. They're so good for the price. I really can't believe the quality of these blushes. They rival like my Makeup Geek ones, which my Makeup Geek blush is holy grail to me, but these would rival that, I would say. This color is Pinched, and it's a beautiful sort of rosy mauvey pink color, and it just looks so natural, like a nice flush to the cheek. I'm wearing it again today. I love this one. Again, super affordable. I think this is $5 or $6. So, I mean, maybe that seems a bit more expensive than some of the other things I mentioned, but literally I've used this every day for like a year, and I haven't even close to hit pans. So, I mean, this is gonna last you pretty much forever. It's awesome, and the color's beautiful. I have another one in this same packaging. I think it's called Peach or something, which is weird because it's not even peach, but this Pinched color is probably my like total favorite. I just think it looks so beautiful on. And then now for lipstick, my personal favorite. I think my favorite overall beauty product is lipstick and lip gloss, you know, all those kinds of things for the lips. I am a sucker for those types of products. I've tried like so many different ones. The one I'm wearing today is again from my favorite, one of my favorite lines, Maybelline, and it's the, I think it's the matte line. What are they called? The Color Sensational, right? The Maybelline Color Sensational, in this sort of square little tube. And this color I'm wearing today is called Siren and Scarlet, and it's just like so beautiful. It's this gorgeous like red, I think it's like a true red, maybe a little bit of a pinky undertone, but it's beautiful. And it's very matte, but very comfortable at the same time. So it's not like, I don't feel like my lips are parched or anything like that. Like I have to put gloss or lip balm on. I feel it's very comfortable. It's pretty long lasting and it's just so nice. Like such good quality again for the price. I think this tube was maybe $5 or $6 and I love it. Like I absolutely love this one. Another one that I also really like by the Color Sensational, again by Maybelline, is called Touch of Spice. And that one is like a mauve color. That one's beautiful too. So that one is, I hope you can see it like in the camera. It's really pretty. That one is like yeah, like I said, a more mauvey purpley color. Super wearable, long lasting. I just love them. I think they're fantastic. So yeah, that's pretty much, I guess as far as eyeliner, you might be wondering why I didn't mention eyeliner. I haven't really found, I use liquid eyeliner with like well not liquid, I guess it's the felt tip pen. And to be honest with you, I haven't found one at the drugstore that I absolutely love as much as my Stila and my Kat Von D. So those I will shell out the money for because those are just the best liquid felt tip liners I found. Kat Von D, the liner in Trooper, and the Stila Stay All Day liner in black. They're just so awesome. There's one by Essence that's pretty good, but it dries out really quickly. But I mean, I guess it is only $2, so whatever. But I mean, it's pretty good too, but again, it dries out pretty quickly. So I wouldn't say it's definitely close to as good as my other two. But yeah, pretty much everything else besides the eyeliner, drugstore man is the way to go for me. I just love drugstore products. There's so many good finds at the drugstore these days, and I absolutely love it. I don't think you need to spend a ton of coin, a ton of money to look good. So, you know, just try some of these out if you haven't already. Check it out. Let me know what you think. I'd love to know if you tried them, if you like them, and if you have any other recommendations. If you can actually recommend a felt tip liner that you found at the drugstore that you think you swear by, please let me know because I would love to know that. So anyway, hope you enjoyed my drugstore beauty makeup favorites. I think I may do a part 2 because there's a bit more I can definitely talk about. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching. Bye!